Hi Taurus, and welcome to your provisions for Venus retrograde 2020. This will be for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising. We'll be looking at what's going to be happening for you from, what month is it? May 13th until June 25th when Venus is in retrograde. Now Taurus, as your ruling planet, this one is probably going to have a more substantial effect for you. It's also going to be retrograding through your second house. So just be aware of any potential things happening in your physical environment, anything that's happening with your wealth. This Venus retrograde will probably be addressing that in some way. So let's just dive right in and see what's going on for Taurus this Venus retrograde cycle. Hey now. Okay. What's going on for Taurus this Venus retrograde cycle? Okay. Yeah, I feel good with that. All right. So we've got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is the energy for the general reading. This is the Hesh Tarot. So the imagery is a little bit less traditional than a lot of other decks, but the Three of Swords always talks about it's that classical image of the heart with the three swords through it. When it's in the reverse position, it's coming to the end of heartbreak. You know, the swords fall out. You're able to like breathe again. So this is nice energy for you. I like it. I feel like your heart's gonna heal. There's some heartbreak that's gonna come to completion with this. And then right underneath, you've got the Three of Wands and then Strength. So a lot of threes here. I'm not going to touch it. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, babes. So, a lot of mental energy going on here. How's your head feeling inside there? Wow, babes. I feel this energy and it sucks. I feel like you've been in a place where you've been anxious for a really long time. I feel like you've been, with this card, I always feel like there's external voices that are kind of keeping you down. The Nine of Swords often talks about, like, you know, it's like the dark night of the soul, you know, like it's really that moment where you're confronted with your fears and anxieties. And with this Queen of Swords right beside it, I feel like there's been a lot of negative self-talk here. I feel like there's been a lot of telling yourself that you are better than what you're doing, or you're you know, struggling to find clarity, or you're trying to find some sort of meaning to a season. I feel like that's coming through. I feel like you've been really hurt in the past and you're just like it's just a hamster wheel in your head, and it's really tough. I feel like this anxiety is really kind of crushing for you right now. Let's go ahead and clarify. I'd like to clarify this Queen of Swords for Taurus. Okay, Chatty Cathy, one thing at a time here. You know what? I feel like you just calm down. Okay, let's clarify this Queen of Swords for Taurus for this Venus retrograde, please. What's going on with this Queen of Swords in the reverse for Taurus and this Venus retrograde? That's it. I feel that. Whoa, the Moon reversed. And then Two of Pentacles in the reverse, followed by the Seven of Cups. So yeah, whatever anxieties and fears that you're having, I feel like this is really saying to you, draw a boundary against anything that steals your peace right now. The Moon in a lot of decks talks about deception coming to light. I kind of see that also with, you know, the Seven of Cups often talks about like having your imagination going in too many places that you are unable to follow a singular stream of consciousness, or like really maximize one dream, because there's so many. However, these are not good dreams. These are dreams that are keeping you awake at night. So just be aware that like there's a little bit of a dialogue going on for you that I mean, these cards are really clear. These are not true things that you're telling yourself. So, you know, take heart. Things are, you know, the sun always shines. I was walking around in the woods this morning. I love it. It's great. Right after it rains, everybody's staying away, and you know they're afraid of it. But there's this incredible smell in the air and like this calm. I was singing this song, and I'll put it in the comments below. But the main lyrics go, you know the rain won't last forever, you know, and you know the rain won't last forever, and you know the storm won't always blow. But if the sun don't shine forever, you've gotta let it go. That's what I have for you. I'm sorry it's not more positive, babes. And I think I'm gonna wrap this one up quick. I'm sorry it's also not longer, but I feel like, you know, that energy that you're in right now, it sucks. I do see it coming to an end, but I really think it's gonna start with acknowledging those fears. So let's call on the wisdom of the oracle, see what advice can we give to the beautiful Tauruses this retrograde season. What's the advice for Taurus in Venus retrograde right now? I also feel like the fact that I was just called to sing is really unusual for me. Like I'm thinking that this is like a good time for you to find your voice again. Or just, you know, Taurus, Venus rules beauty, it rules song, it rules dance. Find those things again for yourself, you know? Whatever puts you back in touch with, you know, what the beauty of what it is to like be in a body. That's always good advice. And I feel like you rule that, you know, like Taurus, you know this better than anybody. Okay, I digress. What advice can we give Taurus for this retrograde season? I fuck with that for you. That's awesome. Okay, exchanging gifts. Loyal heart in the reverse. And deep knowing in the reverse. This is interesting. This is coming up for a couple of people right now. And then regeneration was the first one that popped up. So take heart, honey. I feel like you're dead set on giving your energy away to a lot of things right now, or maybe to too many people, without getting something in return. I mean, Venus is all about relationships, right? Like this is the theme of the season. So, you know, before you decide that you know the best way to go forward with these things, maybe ask yourself if having control of the situation is taking away, is hard on your spirit. I think that's what I want to say about that. Ask yourself if maybe there's a way to surrender some of that, and maybe a way just to, like, you know, draw a boundary against anything that really drains your energy. Yeah, against things that overwhelm you. Deep knowing in the reverse, this to me, this is the energy of like, light your candles, have a salt bath, turn your phone off, and say no to people. You know, sometimes it's okay. Sometimes people don't like to hear it, but we're not here to be popular. We're here to grow. And baby, you gotta take care of you first. At the end of the day, you have you, and you know, yeah, you're not gonna be alone in this. There are people here that want to support and love you, I feel like, but you have to let them, and you have to let them have some of the say in the process as well. And I do think that you're going to be reborn after this. This is what this is about. There's like, whenever something whatever it is that you're feeling really anxious about, whatever these fears are trying to tell you are true, once that's released, something's going to come in and it's going to be really great. I feel like you're going to be experiencing you're going to be experiencing a way of living in your body that feels a lot better than it did before. Nice. That is what I have for you. Please leave any feedback that you have in the comments. If you need a personal reading, just feel free to reach out to me. If not, good luck in this Venus retrograde cycle. Listen to your heart. Tap into your deepest knowing. Don't be afraid of drawing those boundaries, Taurus. I love you and you got this.